What's up everyone, welcome to Gadgets 360. Now I know you guys mostly come to our channel to check out stuff around gadgets such as phone reviews, comparisons, unboxing videos, tutorials around these things and so on. But we also cover a whole bunch of other things on the website that don't often make it to a video, and one of these things is entertainment. Now streaming services such as Netflix, Hotstar and Amazon Prime Video are really popular and we write about them, we review the shows that are there on those services and the movies as well. So in this video, we are going to be telling you about the 65 best Hindi movies that are available on Netflix. Now in case you're one of those people like me who keeps going to Netflix and looking at the whole bunch of thumbnails that are there over there and struggles to pick a single one. Now I know this because I've spent 1 or 2 hours sometimes just looking at the thumbnails and not selecting a single movie to watch. So this video is going to make that selection process easy. So that's question number 1 which you had, which is why am I talking about Netflix? It's because we definitely cover it on gadgets360.com and we should be doing it on video as well. And here's the first one of these videos which will tell you which one to watch. The second question is probably more important and one that we should be answering before we begin this video. Now this is, how did we pick these 65 movies? Why not X movie or Y movie, which is my favorite? Why is that not in this video? The answer to that is fairly simple. We have a proper methodology to curate all these movies. Now this involves going to IMDB and seeing which are the highest rated Hindi movies that are available right now and which of those movies are available on Netflix, and then we see critics ratings also for all of these via Rotten Tomatoes, which is a website that aggregates film reviews, and also independently checking reviews for some movies which don't have enough ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. So after doing all of this, we have curated this list of 65 movies, which includes some mass market Bollywood films which all of you must have seen, and also some hidden gems that you definitely should be watching if you have not already. So with that out of the way, we are now ready to start the video, but as always you have to do a couple of things for us, which is subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when we publish these videos.
This list has been sorted in alphabetical order, and that's why the first movie in here is Three Idiots. It's a satire on the Indian education system's social pressures, where two friends recount their college days and how their third long-lost musketeer, who's Amir Khan, inspired them to think creatively and independently in a heavily conformist world. Amir is a film that's been adapted from the 2006 Filipino film Cavite, where a young NRI doctor returning from the UK to India is caught in a terrorist trap. Andaz Apna Apna is a classic comedy film starring Amir Khan and Salman Khan that needs literally no introduction. Go watch it on Netflix. Andhadhun is a black comedy thriller which is the story of a piano player played by Ayushmann Khurrana who pretends to be visually impaired and is caught in a web of twists and lies after he walks into a murder scene. Article 15 is a film that explores casteism, religious discrimination and the current socio-political situation in India. In Bareli Ki Barfi, a free-spirited young woman reads a book and realizes that the main character in the book reads exactly like her, so she sets out on a journey trying to look for the author. Barfi is set in the 1970s in the hills of Darjeeling. It tells the tale of three people as they learn to love while battling the notions held by society. Bawarchi is a remake of a 1966 Bengali film. In this film, a cook offers to work in a household known for its ill treatment of domestic help, but he becomes the apple of everyone's eye before disappearing with the family jewels. The Blue Umbrella is based on Ruskin Bond's 1980 novel and is a story of a young girl in rural Himachal Pradesh whose blue umbrella becomes the object of fascination for the entire village, driving a shopkeeper to desperation. This one has been directed by Vishal Bhardwaj and is a national award winner. Few years ago, the story of Budhya Singh was in the news because this was a 5-year-old boy who had run nearly 50 marathons. Yes, full 42-kilometer races a 5-year-old kid had run. Dangar is the extraordinary true story of an amateur wrestler, Mahavir Singh Fogat, who trains his two daughters to become India's first world-class female wrestlers who went on to win gold medals at the Commonwealth Games. Delhi Belly is a story of three struggling friends and flatmates who are unwillingly caught in the trap of a deadly crime syndicate in India's capital. Now first, note that this film is really interesting and fun to watch, but it's completely in English. Its Hindi dub exists, but it's not on Netflix in India. And second, this film has a lot of potty jokes, so in case that's not your cup of tea, you may want to skip it. Devdi is Anurag Kashyap's modern-day reimagining of Sarat Chandra Chattopadhyay's Bengali romance classic Devdas. This film has a nice plot, lovely cinematography, and some great songs too. Dhanak is a national award-winning film from writer-director Nagesh Kuknur. It's the story of two siblings, 10-year-old girl and her visually impaired 8-year-old brother, who set out on a 300-kilometer journey across the desert of Rajasthan to find actor and goodwill ambassador Shah Rukh Khan. It's very hard to imagine traveling anywhere in the current scenario, but Dil Chahta Hai is a movie that will allow you to relive the joy of going on a road trip through a movie. This is also a great friendship story, so in case you're in the mood for that, this is a great movie. Now, Dil Se is a very serious film in which Shah Rukh Khan plays a radio journalist who falls for a mysterious revolutionary played by Manisha Koirala. Now, this film is basically a love story against a political backdrop, but its music is extraordinary thanks to A.R. Rahman's awesome work in this. Ajay Devgan and Tabu star in this remake of 2013's critically acclaimed Malayalam original film, also called Drishyam, and it's about a local cable operator who does everything in his power to protect his family in a missing persons case involving a high-ranking police officer's son. If you're okay with watching the original Malayalam film with subtitles, then you can watch it on Hotstar. Golmaal is a classic comedy film that if you've not watched already, you absolutely should watch on Netflix in India. In this movie, a chartered accountant with the knack of singing and acting falls deep down a rabbit hole after lying to his boss that he has a twin, and it's a comedy film and you can imagine where the plot is going already. Gurgaon is set in the city that's in Haryana, and it's actually a very serious film where a real estate tycoon's son kidnaps his own sister to pay off a gambling loss. Guru is a Mani Ratnam film that's loosely inspired by the life of Dhirubhai Ambani. So if you're looking for a rags to riches story of a businessman, this is the one for you. This Vishal Bhardwaj movie, called Heather, is a modern day adaptation of the Shakespeare play Hamlet. Now it's set in Kashmir and its star is Shahid Kapoor. Hamid is also a film that's set in Kashmir, and it's about a boy who's trying to contact his father by dialing a number that he somehow learns. Hazaron Khwaishein Aisi is set against the politically charged backdrop of the emergency in the 1970s in India. This film revolves around three friends and how their lives are transformed in the wake of this turbulent period. I Am Kalam is the story of an intelligent and impoverished boy who befriends the son of a once noble family and is inspired by the life of India's late President APJ Abdul Kalam. Ittifaq is a film in which two people are the only witnesses and suspects in a double murder, and they present different versions of the same event to the investigating officer. If you're looking for a good casual romantic movie, then Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na could be the best one for you. Now, in this film, the hero and the heroine begin their search for a partner after college, and they are completely oblivious and ignorant of the fact that they are perfect for each other. This is a 16th century epic, which is the story of the Mughal Emperor Akbar and the Rajput princess Jodha. Their political marriage turns into true love, and he realizes that she is every bit his equal. Now, if you begin to watch this film, be sure to know that this is a very, very long film at 3.5 hours. In Kahani, a pregnant woman travels from London to Kolkata to search for a missing husband in writer-director Sujoy Ghosh's National Award-winning mystery thriller. Kapoor and Sons is the story of two estranged brothers who return to their childhood home where they must deal with several family problems after their grandfather suffers a cardiac arrest. Khosla Ka Ghosla is an excellent comedy film where a middle-class man's life savings are invested in a newly purchased property, which is held to ransom by a powerful property dealer. Koshish is a remake of a 1961 Japanese film called Happiness of Us Alone. It stars Sanjay Kumar and Jaya Bhaduri, and it was praised for its landmark depiction of disability on the Indian screen. Lagan is a film that needs no introduction. Now, if you love cricket, then you must watch this film. And if you also love a historical story set in the British era, it's a great option for you. Those in the mood for a comedy film should definitely look at Lage Raho Munna Bhai. In this film, an underworld don starts to live by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, and that becomes a really nice story and it has its funny moments. Ludera is set in early 1950s West Bengal as the zamindari system is abolished, and in this movie, the daughter of a zamindar falls for a conman posing as an archaeologist. The Lunchbox is the story of an unlikely mistake by Mumbai's famously efficient Dabbawala lunchbox carrier system, which results in an unusual friendship between a young housewife and a man who's about to retire from his job. Lust Stories is a Netflix original that features 4 different stories directed by 4 different directors: Anurag Kashyap, Zoya Akhtar, Dibakar Banerjee, and Karan Johar. Manto is the story of the life of Pakistani author Saadat Hussain Manto, who's one of the finest Urdu writers of the 20th century. Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota is a film with an interesting story idea. Now, in this, the hero is born with a rare condition that doesn't allow him to feel physical pain, and this is why he trains to protect the vulnerable and longs to meet the one-legged man who won a fight against 100 men. Masan is a National Award-winning film which delves into the heartland of India to explore the life of 4 people who are battling issues of caste, culture, and norms. Masoom is a film from 1983 in which the life of a family is disrupted after an orphan boy, born of the husband's affair with another woman, comes to live with them. Now, this is a really emotional movie, so if you're going to be watching this, be aware that it's a tearjerker. Munna Bhai MBBS is a story of an underworld don who tells his parents that he's trying to be a doctor, and after he's caught, he actually tries to become a doctor. It's a really funny movie, so in case you want to lift your mood, this is a good watch. No One Killed Jessica is an excellent film based on the 1999 Jessica Lal murder case. Oh My God is the story of a man who sues God after a low-intensity earthquake leads to financial ruin for him, and it's legally dubbed as an act of God. Oi Lucky Lucky Oi is a fun story about a thief who, after being arrested, recounts his life that began in a poor suburban West Delhi household and how he became a media sensation with a spree of burglaries. Pan Singh Tomar is based on the true story of an eponymous soldier and athlete who won gold at the National Games and later turned into a dacoit to resolve a land dispute. Peeply Live is an incisive satire of farmer suicides in India and the media and the political circus surrounding it. It's been produced by Amir Khan and his wife Kiran Rao. In the movie Pink, a lawyer, whose role is played by Amitabh Bachchan, comes out of retirement to help 3 women clear their names in a crime involving a politician's nephew. This film won a national award, and it also stars Taapsee Pannu and Kirti Kulhari. PK is a satirical comedy drama that probes religious dogmas and superstitions through the lens of an alien who is stranded on Earth after he loses his personal communicator. Queen is a lovely story of a 24-year-old shy woman who sets off on her honeymoon alone to Europe after her fiancé calls off the wedding one day prior to the event. This film won 2 national awards and is definitely worth a watch. Rang De Basanti is a film starring Amir Khan, where 4 young New Delhi men turn into revolutionaries while themselves play acting as 5 Indian freedom fighters from the 1920s for a docudrama. Sadma is a classic film which is a story of a young woman with retrograde amnesia who regresses into a child's mental state and is rescued by a lonely school teacher. Secret Superstar is a coming-of-age story produced by Amir Khan and his wife Kiran Rao of a young girl who dreams of being a singer. Now, it dealt with important social issues and broke several box office records, but is very melodramatic. Blackmailed by a Mumbai cop after a hit and run, 5 friends stage a fake kidnapping with a plan to collect the ransom in this black comedy, which is called Shaitan. A short-tempered young policewoman and her cool-headed female boss must contend with ingrained misogyny in their daily lives and even at work, where it impacts their coordinated attempts to tackle the rise of crimes against women in Delhi. This is one of the best Netflix original films you can watch right now. In Special 26, Akshay Kumar stars as one of several con men posing as government agents working for the CBI. These guys execute a fake income tax raid on a prominent jeweler. Stree is a comedy horror film that follows a women's clothing tailor who falls for a mysterious woman who frequently disappears. In Swades, Shah Rukh Khan stars as a successful NASA scientist who returns home to India to take his nanny to the US but rediscovers his roots and connects with the local village community in the process. In Tare Zameen Par, an unconventional art teacher, played by Amir Khan, helps a dyslexic 8-year-old overcome his disability and discover his true potential. A police officer must confront his past to solve a high-profile murder, which involves a sex worker and his grieving wife. Talwar is a story of the 2008 Noida double murder case in which a teenage girl and the family's domestic help were killed. It mostly talks about the investigation and how it was bungled. In Tu Hai Mera Sunday, 5 friends in their 30s struggle to find a place in Mumbai where they can play football in peace. It's a light-hearted rom-com tale and it explores gender divides and social mores along the way. Udaan is the coming-of-age story of a teenager who is expelled from boarding school and returns home to the industrial town of Jamshedpur, where he must work at his oppressive father's factory. Utta Punjab talks about the drug crisis in Punjab, and it's a black comedy crime film that depicts the interwoven lives of a junior policeman, an activist doctor, a migrant worker, and a rock star. Wake Up Sid is the story of the son of a wealthy Mumbai businessman who experiences a rude awakening after he fails his college final exams. After that, he begins to take more responsibility and tries to be more independent. Neeraj Pandey's film A Wednesday is one of the most thrilling films on this list. Now, I know it's right at the end of the list, but it's definitely worth watching because it's a very fast-paced movie that's set between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. on a Wednesday. Now, I'm not going to spoil much of the plot for you because it's really exciting. Just go watch it if you haven't already.
Alright, so that was our list of the 65 best Hindi movies on Netflix right now. What did you think of this video? Should we do more such videos? Do tell me all of these things via the comments, and also tell me which of these 65 movies did you like, did you watch after we recommended it, and also which one of your favorite movies was not there in this list. Definitely tell me all of these things via the comments, and if you like it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and share this video with your friends. Thanks a lot for watching, and for all things tech, be sure to log on to gadgets360.com.